All right, it's Tuesday, August 29th. We're back here today with Yosef Levy for the first time in about a month. Yosef, welcome back.
Yes. How's it going? Nice to be back, Ben. Missed you guys. Missed the show. But yeah, killing it today. Please go.
We're really happy to have you back. Yosef Levy is the co-founder of Ascending Capital, a hedge fund, which I'm part of as well. And he was sorely missed while he was away on some personal days off. But some good things going on in his life. But anyway, today we're having a great day. We're going to get to our pre-market show picks in just a few minutes. Okay, we had two picks that were both up 20%, and lots of other great picks, things going on. So we'll get to that in a second. First of all, we got to talk about SPY, because SPY, you got to be willing to change your mind. Okay, I've talked about this in the past. You can have a particular thesis, a particular macro bull thesis or bear thesis, but if the indices go the other way, you got to be willing to change your mind. And SPY right now, my internet's a little bit slow. It's catching up. But I was thinking we would not break this 445, right? Last Thursday on the NVIDIA gap up, the SPY, you saw what it did. It got rejected at a key moving average right there at the 50 DMA. And I'm like, all right, that was crazy action. It's not willing to reward NVIDIA on great earnings. And there's a lot of other macroeconomic stuff that's really negative going on in the world. So I thought that's it. We're not going to be breaking this 445, but we did today. And we did it in a big way, back above two key moving averages. And the first thing I thought of when I said, okay, this is invalidated, the first thing I thought of is NVIDIA and the AI stocks are going to come back up on this break, because that was it was paired with that event, right? Where the SPY got rejected, that big gap on SPY was paired with a big gap on NVIDIA. Now you break that, you invalidate that. That opens up the possibility for all these AI stocks to go back, where they were kind of at, NVIDIA. So NVIDIA has went on to have a great day. I don't know why my internet seems to be really, really slow today. I don't know at the moment. Maybe it's TD Ameritrade. Hold on. Maybe I'll try to switch.
Mine too.
All right. So it must be the internet in the office.
I think mine too also seems to be.
All right. So that's our office connectivity. So it won't make a difference if I switch to my desktop. Okay. So in any case, some internet speed issues. Okay, it's working a little bit better right now. So NVIDIA, yeah, I see that. Network degradation. All right. So we got some internet issues here in our office today. But in any case, if this NVIDIA loads, okay, so yes, you've seen NVIDIA moving back up. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes it back up, move back up towards 500, because if SPY took out that level, then I think you can predict NVIDIA will get back to where it was rejected at as well. That's my thesis on NVIDIA. And if you look at the candle analysis, there's really kind of expecting NVIDIA to make a move back to $500. And all these other ones I think are going to follow as well. The other two, my top two favorite AI stocks are SMCI and CLS. Okay, SMCI, let's see, 5.5% move. Again, my internet's not doing really good here. But, all right, SMCI. Is it my internet? Should I switch to my desktop? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if my desktop works better. All right.
I think it's just the office internet, because mine. Yeah, I think it's the office internet.
Okay. All right. But in any case, SMCI here. I hear you. So SMCI right at that 52 as a little bit of a block here, but SMCI and CLS I think are two of the cheaper AI stocks. All right, you know what? Let me just do this for a second. I am going to share my other desktop screen, because the charts are showing up better on my desktop right now. Okay, here we go.
I'll just share something whilst you do that.
What's that?
I'll just say something whilst you do that. I just wanted to say on your initial point that you made about being able to switch direction fast, and I'm very happy that we did that today. We appreciated the breakout on SPY. We waited a bit because this market has been notorious for fake breakouts. A stock or the indice has seemed to break out, but then it actually just fakes and goes back down. So we waited a little before closing our puts, but we did. We closed our puts. We appreciated the breakout on the SPY, and we didn't buy calls, which maybe others would, but that's not really our forte. We're not trying to play the volatility. We just had some protection for our longs, but now that the market was so bullish, it just made sense to get out of the puts.
Yep, well said there.
But yeah, I think it's important to note that you have to be sharky sometimes when you see that you've in one direction, maybe short term, and switch around and go long, or if you're long and you see it breaking down, go short. And we've done that a few times, and it's really paid off when we've been long in a position, and not only have we sold, but we've actually shorted it when some bad news came out or it breaks some key levels. So yeah, something important.
CLS, here's the other one I was
mind.
talking about.
Okay,
CLS, above the 20-day moving average, really cheap. You're talking about like a 12 or 15 PE on AI stock that directly benefits from NVIDIA business. So one of my new favorite stocks there is CLS, SMCI, NVIDIA. I think they're all good to go. All right. So with that being said, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. As of right now, market looks bullish because the SPY is up above all of the key moving averages. So if you're above, not all of them, let me see, are we above all of them? Well, let's see. SPY is back up, we're back above, and it looks like sky blue. That's what it looks like, right? But you never know what's going to happen. What's the top of this candle here? 448.11. What are we at today? Oh, wow. It even broke the top of this candle, 448.11. So it does kind of look sky blue, and RSI is not overbought. So this has room to keep on going. And the next major kind of resistance I see there is 448.19, is it? 451.70. So 451.70 would be the next candle that it'd have to fight back to get to. So things are looking pretty good right now, but it could all change on a dime. As of right now, things look good. So let's go to our morning show list. We gave you some really good predictions in the morning. Let's see if this will work now. Okay. Oh, we lost Yosef. All right. I think because those internet issues we're having here in the office. Okay, he'll be back. But anyway, this morning, okay, kind of back now, especially that Yosef is back on my team here. Back to a routine of trying to pick winners every morning, and taking a while to load up here. There we go. DNA. So DNA, we gave you this morning. We gave you an alert. If you're a VIP member, in fact, you'll see it here. Let's go to, y'all come back, Yosef. Let's see if I can load this up.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are a VIP member in our app, you got the early morning alert on our top pick of the day, which was DNA. DNA had a partnership with Google, I believe it was, to an AI, something with AI. And it looked like a really nice headline. Still loading this up. It's not working. My internet is super slow. Okay, so we got to go back. But in any case, DNA, we gave it to you at 187, right? And we told you the resistance levels are 185 and 2. And it hit 2, it broke 2, and then the next resistance we gave you, actually this morning on the show, we gave you 218. We said the resistance levels are 185, 195, 218. Those are 3 resistance levels. I think it hit a high of 220, right? Hit a high of. This is what we do best at Story Trading, is to take the press releases in the morning and make a subjective assessment based on that press release. How will this press release impact fundamentals? Well, sometimes it can be quantified. How will it impact fundamentals? How will it impact sentiment? How can we anticipate it'll interact with technicals? Okay, this is what we love to do at Story Trading. Very different than a pure fundamental investor. Very different than a pure technical trader. And today it really paid off with DNA hitting all of our targets to the upside as our internet continues to be really, really bad. You'll just have to hear me talk, hopefully, and you can pull up the charts as we're talking. That was our number 1 pick of the day. That was DNA. Number 2 pick of the day was IREN, and unfortunately, I don't know. This is like Yosef's first or second day back, is getting back into a full-time mode with us. So we did play DNA, but we didn't play IREN. But IREN, we gave you a 467 target and a $5 target when the stock was 442 this morning. That one not only hit both targets, it kept on going because it's Bitcoin related. And this one also had NVIDIA AI news this morning, but it also had Bitcoin. They're also a Bitcoin miner. So it was I don't know why that was like a perfect thing to play, but it was like, all right, NVIDIA AI news plus their Bitcoin miner. You got like two major tailwind stocks, like things that get premiums, the sentiment premiums for it. And it ended up breaking $5. And that took you then the next technical resistance area was 550. So we upgraded the target. We gave you all these levels in our StoryTrading app for our VIPs. So it did, how close did it get to 550? It got to 538. So two picks that worked out really well. We did play DNA. We didn't play IREN, but hopefully some of you guys in the community did play IREN. And this is, by the way, why we do this show with Joseph here every day at 1 p.m. is to give you an update on our 1 p.m. prediction, on our 9 a.m. predictions, and say, hey, look, if you were part of our community at 9 a.m., these are the alerts you would have gotten in the morning, and you could have done well. That's the whole purpose why we have our paid VIP program at 9 a.m. and our free update at 1 p.m. to let you guys know what you're missing. And this morning we were right on target with both DNA and IREN. SMSI, we've been telling you about the last couple of days. Man, we play this stock so well, like all the time. I don't know. I have its number for some reason. Maybe because I understand the sentiment. There's very large communities of people within StoryTrading and other overlapping communities that used to be part of StoryTrading. There's other communities I'm still kind of part of. And so many investors, so I have a lot of data to be able to understand the sentiment. And I think that helps me predict the price movements on SMSI really, really well. We gave you the latest buy signal we gave you was at 120 with a 175 target. It hit that. We gave you a sell signal at 175, and then we gave you a buy signal again yesterday morning when the stock was like 140, 130 or something. 20 DMA. We gave you the buy signal at 20 DMA on SMSI. Let me see if I could switch. I'm going to switch to my desktop again because this is getting ridiculous with the internet connection here. So, all right, let's go to, let me share this screen here. Oh, here we go. All right. So let's try this. SMSI. Let's go to our daily. You can see the daily moving averages. This is an easy one to read. Okay. So SMSI, okay, we basically gave the buy signal right here. You see that on earnings day, the sell signal right at the 200 DMA. We gave you the buy signal again, the 20 DMA, and we're giving you a target again at 170, playing this stock like a fiddle right now, doing really well with this. So basically AT&T is launched. We've been waiting, right? So this coincided, this 20-day bounce coincided yesterday with news that this AT&T launch is coming, and it just happened. AT&T launch is out on the App Store, so you're getting an additional bid on the stock, making its move towards 170, which is our target. We're probably not going to be all out at 170, okay? Maybe we'll see how things play out. Maybe we'll hold on to some because this is something that can change the fundamentals. It's not just sentiment. But in any case, sentiment is about fundamentals, right? Sentiment is about speculating and the perception of how future fundamentals are, right? So they're all part of the same thing. But in any case, maybe we get rejected at 170, and then we'll have to see from there. Maybe there's going to be need a press release. If we get a press release, maybe it can go to that gap here at 207, something like that. But things are looking good for SMSI, which we told you about was one of our top 5 yesterday and one of our top 5 today. So great predictions for you this morning on that. All right. QUIK, we also gave you. There was some news on this morning. Still looking for 950 on QUIK. All right. 2 days in a row, they've had some news. So that nice W bottoming formation level right here, which is at 888, and then we can make our way towards 52-week highs at 950 or so. So that's on QUIK. And we did have one, which we told you, we gave it to you in the top 5, but we said probably not a good idea to play it, and that was CETX. CETX did have some news that looks interesting, but we told you that we don't trust management. It's on a long-term downtrend, and it's very hard to play because it's very illiquid. So we didn't play it. We kind of advised you guys not to play it, but just wanted to let you know of the news update. So not a surprise to see CETX not working today. And we lost Yosef today again as their internet keeps coming in and out really ugly. All right, Overstock. Overstock having a great day. And a lot of this has to do with RK. We have the breakout in QQQ SPY. RK is doing the best. It's up about 5%. So a lot of this move, in fact, if we compare it to RK, I also back in my office, back in my room here because the internet is so bad. All right. Now, if we compare it to RK, you can see here how similar this move in overstock is to RK today. So I'm not sure it has anything to do with our thesis of expecting a big PR on August sales that might come out Friday or Tuesday. I think this is more just a move on RK. All right. Okay, that's the story with that. I'm looking for, by the way, if we move to the daily, let's get rid of this comparison here. And we go to our daily moving averages on overstock. You can see here, I think that we could be good to go to about 29 bucks. Top of this candle actually might come first. So 28.19 and then 29 are going to be your targets and resistance levels on overstock. I think you could do this just on a technical bounce without any news. Let me check the bottom of these candles though. 27.31, important level. 27.50, important level. What was the high of the day? 27.30. Ooh, it's getting rejected right in this kind of gap area. You see the low of day after the Bed Bath and Beyond news was officially announced was 27.31, and it's getting rejected as 27.30. So I'd like to see us break that 27.30, and then maybe we can make a move towards those other levels I gave you on overstock. Okay. YTRA we're waiting for. Really like, by the way, YTRA and Overstock were our two official Trade of the Week picks over at Wolf Financial Spaces, where I'm a panelist on. Chose those last night. Big move up, consolidation, waiting for the news, and then big move up. That's the plan. All right, we'll see if it happens. So could get as high as $3 or $4 depending on the pricing of the IPO over in India. So YTRA continuing to look very good. Another one we drew your attention to this morning was ACHR, and we're going to look at Tesla too in a second. But ACHR, there was more insider buying by Kathy Woods. This morning, we told you this is a stock you might want to pick up for the long term because it's really being positioned and being perceived. It will be perceived as the Tesla of the skies. Okay. So again, as I talked about this morning, doesn't mean they will be the Tesla of the skies, but for the time being, they're being positioned as that because we don't know if even their vehicles are going to take off the ground, right? They still have to do flight testing and everything. So it's very, very early days. But in the meantime, this stock's going to receive sentiment premiums. So riding up that 20 DMA ended up being a buying opportunity as it dipped below for just a day. It just closed below only for one day. Kathy Woods took advantage of that, bought another $5-6 million worth of ACHR yesterday. So actually, we also bought a little bit of ACHR early this morning to add it back to our long-term portfolio. And the last thing we'll look at here is Tesla. If you have any questions, now's the time. Put it in the chat. If you're over on Rumble or on YouTube, you can put it in the chat and we'll take a look at that. You got to put it in right now because we're coming towards the end of our show. But Tesla, you can see this very obvious move to the 50-day moving average at 256.95. That's your target right around there. Yep, 256.95 or so. And I have no idea what's going to happen. Will it break there? Will it not? Don't know. If it does break it, boom, you could go a lot higher. So, you know what? I was very surprised about this move in SPY. I'm not sure what triggered it to break that resistance from last week. And, you know, I've told you in the past, like when I was in the COVID crash days, I thought the market would keep on going down. Eventually, it broke key resistance levels, and I switched long, and it really paid off. I switched long just because of the technicals, and only in retrospect, there was a fundamental reason. There always is a reason. Everything at the end of the day, if you have enough knowledge and information, everything makes sense. These moves are not random. They happen for a reason. It's just a matter of you may not be aware of the information that causes these moves. If you do your research, you can become aware of it. Okay. There's a reason institutions, hedge funds are stepping up right now. All right. Will it last? I don't know. Maybe that reason is something that's a short-lived reason. Maybe it is an inflection point reason in fundamentals. We don't know. Okay. But with the COVID crash, when we switch and we market knows something, I don't know, I'm going long. Only in retrospect, about 3 months later, did I fully appreciate and understand the level of Fed and injecting liquidity into the market and what kind of impact that had on the markets. It took me a while to understand that. Okay. So I'm taking a lesson from that book and saying, okay, economy looks really bad, but we're back over key levels. What's the thesis? I don't know. Maybe the thesis is that things are going to deteriorate so quickly here in the next month or so that the Fed at the next meeting is going to pause, or they're going to cut this year or something like that. Maybe like bad news is good news. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's something else. I don't know what, but I'm respecting the technicals here. But rest assured, there's a reason for the technicals. It's not just random. Okay, it's not just random. All of this can be explained if you do enough homework. Okay, and I think we're going to leave it there. Let me just double check my watch list here to see if there's anything else I want to point out. So DNA, a big winner for the day. We had 2 successful trades in that. Not currently in that. IREN, we called it out for you guys. We missed it ourselves. We're in SMSI. We added to SMSI this morning, looking for 170. It's on its way to 170, I believe. QUIK, we're looking for a break of 888, I believe, towards make a move towards 950. Overstock, we're looking to move for 28 to 29, and then probably get rejected there, by the way. Even though I love it, probably will get rejected if there's no news. Okay, so 28, 29, probably the max you're going to see on this move without news. So watch out for that resistance on Overstock. YTRA just holding, waiting for the news, waiting for the IPO, looking for a move to $3 to $4. ACHR looks great. RK, wow. Tesla, we're looking for a move to that 20 DMA. NVDA looking for a move to 500 plus. Again, wow, can you believe it? Same with all of the other AI stocks, SMCI, and that newest one. It's so new to me, I still don't remember the name of it. So let me just look at this one last time out of my own curiosity to make sure it's CLS, right? CLS, SMCI, NVIDIA, things are looking good. Thanks for joining us, guys. If you want to be part of the morning show and take advantage of the calls we have in the morning, you could have made big on DNA. I was kind of pounding the table on IREN at $4.43 on the pre-market show. I'm like, this looks like a really good risk reward here, $4.43. Unfortunately, we didn't take it. Hopefully, one of you did, and we can have hopefully a lot of other good picks tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So hop on over to StoryTrading.com/app. Let's put that banner up again. There it is. StoryTrading.com/app. You can get a free trial and you can join us live 9 a.m. every morning. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll have Yosef back with a better internet connection next time. Take care, guys.